beading machine here. This was designed specially for a company in Canada, and you can see here that it's got a double valve on it. We got a formed cylinder, we have a clamp cylinder, and this here to kind of give you an idea so you don't make a mistake and hit the wrong valve. And you got the two handles there. If you swing over here, here's the beading or forming cylinder. This is the tube stop assembly that is operated manually. And up here is the clamp cylinder. And we can look here, there's a gauge, and then there's a PO check valve to the right of the gauge. That PO check valve ensures that pressure is held during forming. And if we look in here, these are the clamp dies that hold the tube in place to form. And here is the tube rest, so that when you put the tube in there, it'll rest in there and hold the tube, so you don't have to be holding it by your hand once you set it in the proper position for forming. These two cylinders are specially designed by AMH. These cylinders do not exist on the open market. We have them on the shelf. We can get easy parts for it, overnight service. Here's the starter box. Here's the reservoir. There's a motor. It's a 5 horsepower motor, 3 gallon a minute pump. If you see right here, this is where the oil returns to tank. Now you see that the hoses are not connected because this system has a 575 volt motor, of which we don't have the power to run it. So we're going to run it off an auxiliary power supply that we have here in house. Again, here you see on the left, it's a form cylinder, and on the right, it's a clamp cylinder. Lift it up, it goes back. Press it down, it goes forward. If you lift it up, the clamp opens. You press it down, the clamp closes. Now looking at the tube stop here, I'll put my hand here and put it down. It'll be there so that we set the tube up against it. Just bring it back. And there's a spring down here. This spring will keep it from falling forward when you're forming. So we're going to give a little demonstration now. We're going to start forming here in a second, but before we do, we're looking at the clamp where the tube is going to fit in. There's an extension shaft there, and here's the clamp cylinder. And then, as I said, here is a stop. Now he's going to put the tube inside against the tube stop, and he just let it rest against the stop. We have the tube in place. Now he's going to close the clamp. Go forward with the form. Back. Open up the clamp. Pull the tube out. The part is formed. I put it right here, you see? And here we're looking at the tube that's formed. It's right to the drawing. So one more cycle. He puts the tube in, up against the tube stop. He closes the clamp, moves the tube stop arm out of the way, does the form, retracts the cylinder, opens up the clamp, gives a tap, pull it out, that's it, it's finished. Now we can see here, okay, leave it there. And here's the tube that's formed, both beads. Here's the first one, here's the second one. This machine is very, very simple to operate, but you have to be sure that the tube stop is out of the way when you form, otherwise you destroy it. Once you pull it back, this spring will make sure it doesn't go forward anymore. But you still have to manually position the tube stop and manually retract it before you form. The forming is very quick. It only takes about maybe 3 seconds to do all the forms, to clamp, to form, and retract. Another product designed and built by A&H.